Good morning, my beautiful souls, and welcome back to another episode of Morning Mind Up with Trie. I'm your host, Trie, and this is where we get to spill some of our thoughts, share our stories, and, well, dump whatever's on our mind to clear the mental clutter. Whether you're grounding your feet into the earth or simply grounding your thoughts for the day, I'm here for it. Just a quick reminder, everything I share here is just one perspective. My personal take on life, art, and all things mindful. You might vibe with it or you might not, and that's totally cool. I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree. So if anything I say sparks something in you, let's keep the conversation going. Connect with me on social media and let's chat calmly, rationally, and with good vibes only. We can always learn from each other, right? Hey, my beautiful listeners. Today is December 15th, 2024. And what better way to celebrate this supermoon, the last full moon of the year, than by talking about letting go? Full moons are all about release, reflection, and renewal. So let's dive into the art of letting go and what it means for us as we wrap up the year. Letting go is one of those things that sounds so simple in theory, but can feel so complicated in practice. I struggle with myself and I'm working on it. Whether it's letting go of a habit, a person, a belief, or even an old dream, it requires courage, intention, and a whole lot of grace. Letting go doesn't mean we're giving up. It means we're making space for what's next, what's better, what's more aligned with who we're becoming. I recently had to let go of my bus. I bought a shuttle bus about 5 years ago, and the intent was to have it as a business, and then it turned into a home for a little while, and then I had to let it go because I wasn't comfortable really driving it. If I drove it more, I probably would have. It just held a lot of negativity and was like an anchor. And honestly, as soon as that happened, good things started happening for me. So it definitely proved that I should listen to my intuition more. And I also had to, let go of relationships this year, let go of my thought process of living on the road, at least for the winter time. Who knows? I might go back to that, but for the time being, I am enjoying being grounded for a little bit, being rooted. I feel like I'm being productive. I know my role and where I'm at, and I know the expectations of me. I think, I'm pretty sure. I try to communicate it, and when I'm confused, I ask. But let me ask you something. How many times have you held on to something not because it was good for you, but because it was familiar? Like maybe it was a job that was draining you, but you stayed because it felt safe. I did that when I worked at Walmart for like 10 years because I knew that it was simple and convenient and I hated it, but I made it work because it paid the bills. And at the time, I that was very important. Money was very, very important. Not that it's not important now, but my happiness comes first. And if it's not aligned with my purpose, which is art and hugs, then I have to think about it. Anyway, could be a toxic relationship you couldn't quite cut loose because you were scared of being alone. Does that sound familiar? Sometimes relationships go on way too long. You might question the relationship and then go, "No, it's not that bad." Like you hear other stories from other people and their relationships and how bad they are, and then you compare yours and you're like, oh well, even though this is not really fulfilling, it's not that bad. I think we all have been there. And I get it, I definitely have been there. And letting go is scary because it often means stepping into the unknown. Even letting go of the perception that you would need to have a 9 to 5 job in order to survive. You don't. I've proven it for the past 4 years. Living on the road, doing my art, pet sitting, selling whatever I could in order to pay my bills. And, was it a struggle? Yes. Was it unknown? Yes. Did I get all my needs met? yeah, I always had either, food or shelter or both at the same time, even. When your expectations are just on your needs and not your wants, you appreciate the extra stuff that comes along. So, yeah, I get it. What I've learned, the unknown is where the magic happens. It's where we find clarity, creativity, and connection to what truly matters. And driving across country, following a band, selling my art to pay for gas, staying in my car, meeting new people, giving out hugs, that was all part of my purpose. I needed to do that. And being out there in the desert alone really brings clarity. And if you've ever done it, you know what I'm talking about. There's just some kind of spiritual thing that happens between you and the universe when you're out there and you in your thoughts and you don't have Wi-Fi. You can't connect with anybody else but yourself and you're just in your own thoughts. It's pretty amazing. So tonight, under the glowing supermoon, take a moment for yourself and reflect on what's been weighing you down this year. Is it an old grudge you've been holding on to? Did somebody say something to you and you had a different expectation of how they should react? Do you have a pattern of overthinking? Maybe a fear of failure? Whatever it is, it's time to let that shit go. Write it down, speak it out loud to the universe, or even turn it into a little ritual if you want. Burying it, burn it, release it into the wind, whatever feels right for you. Letting go gives us freedom. The freedom is the only condition for happiness. Letting go isn't about erasing the past or pretending something didn't matter. You have to feel your feelings and honor it. You need to honor what was while making peace with what is. It's saying thank you for the lesson and then gently slamming the door. I know this time of year can be really heavy. There's so much pressure to tie up loose ends, setting resolutions, and being ready to start a fresh new year. But let me tell you, you don't have to carry everything into the new year. You can choose what comes with you and what gets left behind. And you don't have to wait to the new year to do this either. You can have this epiphany any day of the year. It's your choice. That's the beauty of letting go. So tonight, as you look up at the supermoon, let it remind you that everything is cyclical. Just like the moon waxes and wanes, our lives have seasons. Some things grow, some things fade away. That's okay. Some things get overwatered, and some things don't get watered enough. Again, that's okay. We just need to trust that what's meant for you will find its way to you. So now the poll question of the day, because I love to hear from you. What are you ready to let go of as we end 2024? Let me know. Is it an old habit, limiting belief, a fear, or something else entirely? You can be as detailed as you want. Again, it might spark another episode for me, and I'm really trying to get 100 episodes in by the end of the year, and this is my dedication to myself. So I thank you for sharing this space with me today. Remember, letting go is a gift you give to yourself. It's not about a loss, it's about freedom. Until next time, keep dumping those thoughts, find your truth, spread your light, and keep grounded. Much love and hugs. All right, my beautiful souls, that's a wrap for today's Morning Mind Dump. If you're feeling it, don't forget to check out the poll question for today's episode. I'd love to know your thoughts and keep the conversation flowing. If you enjoyed hanging out with me this morning, be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Mind Dumps. And hey, if you want to say hi, be a guest, come find me on social media. Let's connect, share ideas, and keep the good energy going. Until next time, stay grounded, stay creative, and keep dumping that mind clutter. Much love and hug. Have a great day.